I think we're in a revolutionary moment. I think it was hijacked by the political class. I think the Gen Zs were out there trying to bring fundamental change to this country. In every generation or in every 100 years of a nation's political life, forces gather like storms to correct whatever wrongs have existed in society. And I think we had a revolutionary moment, a reform moment in 2024. But it was hijacked, and I think that has not gone away. I would actually appeal to the young people that moment didn't go. That moment was just suspended. And probably they should come back on deck and fight for these rights. Otherwise, if it is left for political parties, sometimes you can have a country like Congo or Zaire, where you had 100 political parties, and Mobutu was just a puppet master. He was controlling all these political parties. So you have political parties, but they are political parties in name. For example, we have a party like ODM, which entered into an MOU with President Ruto. Instead of talking about what is in that MOU that are for the interests of the people, we are busy talking about 2027 and what positions we are going to get. So I think the young people should reconnect, organize, and push for some of these changes to take place.
And the June 24th, June 27th, 2024 is a point of conversation. Why? Because it is from that then that we see conversations that ended up ODM and UDA under broad-based arrangement, right? And as we talk about that, the 10-point agenda, which is actually a few days before the deadline, in terms of implementation, one would have hoped that as these two individuals came together and saw the need to address these 10 points, that ODM being in opposition would get to work and ensure that these issues have actually been implemented. That these issues Kenyans were talking about, the issues that the gentlemen appended their signatures on, are things that would be pushed. But we are not seeing what you're talking about, that this agenda is not being discussed. How would you rate it from where you sit? Do you think, we've moved a needle, even an inch, with regard to the 10-point agenda, because 7th is coming soon?
I think ODM, if we leave it the way it is simply a puppet of the ruling party. And we should always remember what Raila Nyerere said to CCM. Watanzania wanataka mageuzi. Wakikosa kupata mageuzi ndani ya CCM, watazitafuta nje ya CCM. So, I mean, if ODM goes to bed with a party that is causing a lot of problems, that is affecting a lot of our people, then the people themselves, like it has happened so many times in history, in America, in France, in England, when you have had these revolutions, people have stepped out and say we can't have this mess anymore. So I am appealing to our people in ODM to wake up. If you don't wake up, what happened in 2024 June is going to happen again, and we'll be not part of the solution. We'll be part of the problem. And in the French Revolution, nearly everybody was in leadership, was guillotined, including the people who came to leadership in the name of the revolution. They're all guillotined. Now we are putting ourselves in a situation where the political class becomes part of the problem.
Do you think today, as we sit, the position that ODM has been seen for a very long time as being pro-people? You talk about the Sufuria movement immediately after the election, going to the streets, standing with the people. And with ODM and the fragmentation that we see today, are we able to confidently say that the ODM that Raila Odinga stood with for 20 years plus is the same ODM in the eyes of Kenyans today?
It's not the same, and that's why people like Ososi, Babu Wino, Sifuna, myself, and quite a number of others are trying to say we can recapture this lost ground. We can make ODM the party that it should be. I mean, even looking at this MOU signed by Raila Odinga and President Ruto, it's not about positions. Is a pro-people document that is talking about the interests of the people. And now we have a situation where every time my colleagues in ODM rise up in political meetings, all they can say, we're in broad-based government, we are assuring Ruto for 2 terms. There's no discussion about the problems which are confronting the nation at the moment. And I think there are elements within the party that are prepared. Although we must fight from within the party. I want